Hey Sarah, congratulations on your event that you did, the cancer walk. That's very cool and a great thing to give to people. So congratulations on that. That's awesome. We'll get started here in just a second. Just finishing setting up a couple things. And how was it? How did you feel? Did you feel great at the end? Was you able to keep up with everything? We're talking about Sarah did the 60-mile cancer walk. So everybody congratulates Sarah on not just her effort, but giving her time to show a great awareness. So I know I saw your post, Sarah, about how you felt about it. So how's your body recovering? Are you good? We got some team members jumping on here. Yeah, way to go, Sarah. Yep, absolutely. Because she had all of her products with her. Fantastic. I'm glad that you felt great, and it really does. It makes a huge difference. We had 8 team members. I think it was 8 total team members competed in Ironman Arizona this weekend, and we've got some really fantastic comments from some of them as far as how they felt on their recovery and how they used it on the training and everything else. So congratulations to the team members that did Ironman Arizona. Another fantastic event, and just continued proof of what we all believe to be true is that, how great the nutrition is and how great it works for us. So anyway, all right, well, we got a decent group already on here, so we'll go ahead and get this thing fired up. Happy Thanksgiving week to everyone. I hope you guys have a fantastic week this week. I know some of you are having short business weeks. On that note, pay attention to your downline for their active or inactive dates, because you don't want to be overly tied up on Thanksgiving trying to make sure that you're staying in your status of director or executive or whatever when you realize somebody's not active or is getting ready to fall out of active status on Thanksgiving Day. So you want to make sure that you go through your team, make sure that you're looking at all your consultants, see where they're at on their active status, checking checking their active dates as well as their consultants' active dates. That's going to be a really important thing to do, because you want to make sure that you're not trying to contact people on Thanksgiving Day to say, hey, you've got to put in your 100 BV order today or you're going to lose all your BV points that you've got banked and stored. So really important thing to make sure that you can have that done. Okay, so on to the training. So preferred customer, I'll go through the basics again, like we always do. So basically within Isogenics, you have a general outline of how things work, and you have preferred customer, you have an associate. Let me flip this around here. Get up here so we can get it just right. You have preferred customer. You have an associate who basically is somebody who's given your social security number, and they now have their membership. An active associate is somebody who has done all those things, but they've also ordered 100 BV within the last 30 days. Then you have a consultant, and that is a active associate who has enrolled one active associate right and one active associate left, and at that moment they become a consultant. And you have manager, which is 2 of your personally enrolleds have advanced to consultant. Director is 6 of your personally enrolleds have advanced to consultant. And executive, 10 of your personally enrolleds have advanced to consultant, but they have to be 5 right and 5 left at minimum. Okay, so if you have 10 consultants and they're all on your right or all on your left, that does not make you an executive. That makes you an overbuilt director, if you will, if you're not yet an executive. So make sure that you're building even as you build, because when you get to executive, you've got to make sure that you've got that going on. Any Black Friday deals, who knows? We'll see. We can't lay that out just yet. Somebody asked another question there, and I didn't see it. If you want to pop that back up again. But what I was getting ready to say is there are no requirements for a certain number of people right or left until you get to executive. So if you've got all 2 of your personally enrolleds on one side, yes, you are a manager. If you have all 6 of your personally enrolleds on one side, then yes, you are a director. However, you want to make sure that as you build, that when you're getting closer to director, you really want to start evening out your build so that you're good at that. Corporate has not announced any. No, that's correct. Corporate has not announced any special deals on Friday at this point, and I'm not sure if they will or not, since they just did the launch. But anyway, that's where you've got it. Okay. So on to the next topic, and I don't know. This is this isn't too touchy of a topic because I just put it out on Top Leader, and I had a long conversation with Jill about this, Jill Bowman, and so I want you to know that it's something that we've had discussion about and how we believe is best to build a team. So I'm going to go a little bit on the red side, if you will, and I don't really mean to use that as an excuse. It's just, unfortunately, if that's just the way I communicate. So I really am not trying to come across it overly harshly. I use that term red just because it kind of, I don't know, it explains maybe why it is, but I don't really know how to explain it otherwise. So when we get to a business topic, when we get to a business related topic, I really look at things as black and white, and I'll give you an example of that. Somebody asked me one time, hey, Brent, what do you think about, what's your why to get to your ranks, right? I mean, Tracy and I just achieved 6-star, and we believe we're doing fantastic at our rate that we are working at it. And I look at it really like martial arts, right? When I started training with Andy Bowman, through his martial arts, it was like, okay, what do I got to do to be a white belt? What do I got to do to be a yellow? What do I got to do to be yellow with stripes? What do I got to do to be, blue, red, black, whatever it is I have to do? I'm just like, okay, tell me what's next, right? So kind of the same thing has happened with our isogenics business, right? Is they say, look, this is what you have to do to make this much money. This is what you have to do to cycle 1 time a week. This is what you have to do to cycle 2 times a week. This is what you have to do to cycle 150 times a week. This is what you have to do to cycle 200. This is what you have to do to cycle 250. Okay, I'm going to follow those paths, right? Jill has laid that out. I've seen what she's done. I have no reason to change the way I'm doing things because it's working. There's other ways to do it, okay? I want to make sure that you understand what I'm getting ready to go into is there are other ways to do it. There are other very crazy successful people that are doing this differently, and I'm all about that. I think that's fantastic, okay? I just know what's in front of me. So I'm going to follow the path that I see, and I'm going to try to leave it really well marked so that everybody else can follow the same path, okay? I know that there are people that Tracy and I have brought onto the team, and I'm sure people that April's brought on the team and other people have brought onto the team that don't feel the love, if you will, when we start talking about how you build a business and you have to invest in your team to help build your business. And when I talk about invest, I'm talking about your money, okay? So I'm going to join in a couple of topics that I covered on Top Leader over the last couple of weeks. And if you're not in Top Leader and you want to be in Top Leader, that is a business-only conversation Facebook page that Jill started. Send me a text message or an email, a Facebook message, or send April a Facebook message, and we have to be friends on Facebook in order to make it happen. But April or me or Garrett or Tracy can all put you into that page, okay? So feel free to send us a message saying that you want to be in Top Leader, and we'll get you in there, okay? So the conversation goes like this. With your team, okay, if you want to be a business builder, okay, and you want to invest and you want to make things happen, then I want you to do something, right? I want you to think about what it goes to, how much money do you make a week? Okay, this is pretty in your face, okay, but I'm going to put it out there. How much money do you make in a week? All right, whatever the money that is. I don't care how you get it, in whatever shape, form you get it in, whether it's, from a regular full-time job or part-time jobs or a mixed match or isogenics or whatever it is, right? And you divide that number by 168 because there's 168 hours in a week. Okay, so you divide that number by 168, and that is going to tell you what you're paid, what your hours, right? What somebody has determined, mostly you, quite honestly, have determined that your hours are worth. Because That's what you're being paid, right? You're being paid that dollar amount, and for whatever reason, we've accepted or settled or whatever, we're accepting that as being our wage. Because if we weren't accepting it, then we'd be doing more, right? And I'm not saying that it's terminal, because obviously those of you that are on this page are trying to do more. It's just many people are like, okay, look, I'm going to accept my wage of X. And when you divide that out by 168, you see what your hours are worth. And the reason I bring this up is this. Some people say, oh, well, I invest my time. Okay. Well, what's your time worth? Because if your time isn't worth a lot, meaning you don't have a lot of knowledge, you can't really show somebody how to get, like, I can't show you how to get to 200 cycles a week, right? I can show you how to get to 150, but I can't show you how to get to 200 because I haven't done it. Theoretically, I understand how to get there, right? But I haven't hit there yet. So to take advice from me on how to get to 200 cycles a week, you're better off going to somebody else that has done it, right? Again, I can tell you theoretically how it happens, but I can't prove to you that my theory works because I'm not there yet. Now, does my theory work to get to 150 cycles a week? It works, right? Because Tracy and I have done it. And we continue to do it. And it's going to get better, right? But, so if somebody comes to me and says, well, I don't like the way you're doing it, and they're cycling, 2, 3, 4, 5 times a week, or 10 or 20 or 50 or even 100, and they say, Brent, you're doing it wrong, I'm going to look at them like, no, I'm not. I'm doing it right because I'm getting there. And you're not there yet. So when you figure it out and you pass me or you pass us, then I'll go, wow, well, they had a great idea, right? I'm going to listen because I think you can learn from everybody. And I don't care who that is. I don't care if you're in this business or you're cycling once a week or whatever. I can learn from you. You may totally have better knowledge about a lot of things than me. But you've got to understand that when we're talking about this, and the reason I'm putting on the Periscope and that you're not, is because I've got an ability we've done something, right? So as you grow your business, then you can promote and talk about it and share it, okay? So that's the first topic, right? What is your time worth? And when you're talking about investing your time, know what you're investing, right? Know if your time is, quite honestly, if it's worth is it worth somebody's time to listen to your time, right? I don't know. I mean, that, again, that's your decision. That's their decision. And it all depends on that kind of stuff. But from there, I'm going to go into what I believe and what I've talked with Jill on this, again, is how to set up your structure for growing your team. All right. When Jill originally started, she created XHP, Extremely Happy People, which is a Facebook page that originally was Jill's product page and her challenge page. Okay. She used to run her challenges on that page, right? Because she would say, hey, look, if, this week, if we do this, or this week, if you do this, then, this much money, you'll win this, or you'll win that, or whatever. She was able to run that as her product page and her challenge page because of the fact that it was her page, and everybody that was on it was her downline. Okay. So she created it. Nobody created above her. Nobody was incentivizing her. Nobody was giving her money. She just, she saw this as an opportunity and she started making these things happen. Okay. Now, from there, it has grown, right? It's 40,000 people, incredible product page. Okay. So Tracy and I had a conversation about what do we do next, right? We can't run a challenge page in XHP, right? I can't put in XHP, hey, if you do a 30-day this week, I'll give you $25 off, or I'll cover membership or something like that. I can't do that in XHP because most of those people are not part of my team. So I'm not going to incentivize somebody to enroll somebody who's not on my team, all right? So we created Great Nutrition, Great Results, okay? Great Nutrition, Great Results is our challenge page. All right. So I believe that you need a product page. And when we introduce somebody into our challenge, into our product page, we introduce anybody into XHP, right? Meet somebody on the street, somebody that wants to learn more about the business, or that wants to learn more about the nutrition, wants to learn more about the products, wants to see what kind of a support, wants to see what kind of community, wants to see the environment in which we support each other. XHP is a fantastic way to expose someone to that. All right. Now you go from there, you go to our to our challenge page, right? Great nutrition equals great results. Because in there, and you should be putting your people in XPHP, and you should be putting your people into great nutrition, great results. Because in there, I'm going to offer, if you want, enrollment this week, waive enrollment this week, or if there's going to be a Black Friday deal, there could be a Black Friday deal that would be announced there, or anything that's going to happen like that, right? Whether I do it, Tracy does it, April does it, quite honestly, anybody that's on this team that wants to offer it in there, you can offer it in there. I don't mind. It's just, again, it's going to be difficult for you to maintain who's going to have access to that because of the way that there might be people in there that are not on your team. So as you grow and as your team gets bigger, and I'm going to encourage you to really, really think about this, I would not encourage anyone to open up a product page at all because XHP covers that. But if you want to open up a challenge page, you can do that. But here's the issue with opening up a challenge page. If you open up a challenge page and you don't know anything and you don't have any money to share, then, or to incentivize people with, I'm going to tell you that that's a bad decision, right? Because, and the other thing is that if you don't have enough resources, meaning other people that are helping you keep that page active and engaging, then again, I'm going to tell you it's a bad idea. Paul and Lynette, when they were doing all their periscopes, they would go over it over and over and over again. Do not open up a slow, no moving, no product, no idea page, because when you do that, it's not engaging. Nobody's going to want to watch it. And if you've done that and you're not offering a true value add on that page, then I got to ask, why would you do that, right? I just don't, I think it's a bad idea, okay? Now, the next page is the business page. So we got Team Shady business page, right? So Team Shady business page was originally created, okay? I originally was using XHP and Team Shady because I could go into XHP originally and I could run some product or some sort of a challenge page when it was smaller, because I was part of XHP when it was a little bit smaller. So I could offer it in there and coordinate it with Jill and we would make it work, right? But that's not the case anymore. I can't do that. So that's why we created Great Nutrition, Great Results. And within that, you're going to see the challenge. You get the challenges. There's dollar challenges as well as product challenges. There's coaching and there's support all in that page, okay? Now, Team Shady business page is just for business, okay? I don't have anybody in there. Now, once in a while, somebody, because they don't know any better, and that's okay, they'll post, hey, I lost this much weight, or I had a non-scale victory, or I had something like that. And we're always going to say, between somebody that's monitoring that page, will always say, that is fantastic, congratulations on your success. Make sure that you share that with your personal social network. Okay? Because that's what the business page is about. It's not about saying, hey, don't post that here. It's about saying, thanks for sharing that with us. Let us show you how to share that to be able to generate some potential business for you, and honestly, to share it with other people so that they can have those same results, right? Because that's what it's all about, is sharing it with other people so that they can be healthy and they can get their results as well. All right? So the Team Shady, the business page, and then the business coaching. Again, business page, business coaching. We've got team members that have pulled themselves out of Team Shady. We've got team members that have pulled themselves out of Great Nutrition. We've got team members that have pulled themselves out of XHP. I've got team members that have created pages that are business pages, and they've not included me in the page. Again, that's okay, right? It's one less page for me to be involved in, so it doesn't break my heart in that way, right? I don't have to do something, right? But what concerns me is that if you're pulling away because you don't like Brent, right? If you're pulling away from one of these pages because you don't like Brent, you don't like April, you don't like Tracy, you don't like Garrett, you don't like somebody, one of the original team builders, here's what I'm gonna go right at it, right? Kind of at the throat. I don't care if you don't like me, right? I want you to like me, right? I want this team to be fantastic, and I want us to all be able to get together and, break bread and enjoy each other's company, right? I want that. I truly do want that. But if you don't, it doesn't I'm not going to lose any sleep over it. Okay. But what you are doing, okay, by saying you're not going to be in this page, you are deciding I am going to build my team without being part of this page, and I am going to exclude any of my people that I ever meet, kind of know, might know, whatever, all my entire downline. I'm going to exclude my entire downline from any incentives that Brent's willing to offer. Okay, so here's an idea. I'm going to give you my permission for something. Use me, right? Use me, use Tracy, use April, use Garrett, use us all for the financial incentives that we can offer to help build your team. Okay, you don't have to like me. You don't have to like the way I promote things or any of that kind of stuff. Use me, right? If I didn't like Jill, right? Love Jill, Andy, been friends forever. But if I didn't like her, I'm still going to stay on the page. And you know why? Because she offers a value to the people that are part of my team. And if people are part of my team love her and they engage in it and it helps them, then guess what? I'm opening a doorway. I like you sometimes. I'm opening a doorway to let those other people see that. And I'm going to give you a great example. And if you're listening to this, I hope you can appreciate this. If you are, when Jill first opened up Top Leader, okay, when Jill first opened it up, I am going to say this 100%. I didn't like it. Didn't like the page, right? Wasn't my style. It was kind of in your face in a way that I'm really not used to seeing Jill come out that way. And I was just like, I don't like it. But here's what I did. I made it available to all the people on my team, or on the team. I shouldn't say my. I tried not to ever say that. I made it available to all those people. And you know why I made it available? Because it's not about me. It's not about Brent. It's not about Tracy. It ain't about us, right? If I say nobody can be in this page, or you don't even know about Top Leader, but that offers you the ability to grow, then you love Top Leader from day one. That's fantastic, because it wasn't for me, right? But I love it now. But I would have cut you guys out of that for no reason, right? Just like I think that was Lisa that said that she liked it from day one. So how irresponsible is it of me as a leader or a builder to not let you guys be a part of something just because I don't like it, right? Is it bad for you? Is it unhealthy? Is it going to hurt you in any way? If all three of those things if there's no's on all those, then it's up to you as a big person to make that decision. I didn't need to read another quote about health and wellness. I needed structure. Yep, absolutely, right? And that's why, right? That is why it was so important to make sure that everybody was aware that those pages exist. So again, I'm just reaching out to you and saying, if you like this, then it is red, right? If you like this, if you don't like me, if you don't like Team Shady, if you don't, I've heard this before. I don't like the name. You know what? That's in your head, okay? Because it's about a shady tree, right? If you think it's something bad or ill will or something, then you need to enroll in, you're going to your back office and enroll in the Healthy Mind and Body Challenge, okay? That will coach you on it's not about what's in your head, right? Actually, it is about what's in your head. It's about what's in your head, right? It's not about what everybody else thinks. It's about what you think. And if you're thinking screwed up, get it fixed, right? Because that's the only way to grow in this business, is to get your head fixed so that you understand the benefits of how to grow this business, okay? It's about you in that way, right? So anyway, I'm going to jump off that, and I know that was pretty harsh and pretty much in your face, but again, that's the way I believe and that's what I feel, and I hope that you guys can appreciate that, and I hope it was worth I hope it was worth your time to listen to that. So grow your business. Share with your friends and your family and everybody that you know you're passionate about this business, and incredible things will happen. Okay, now on to some really cool stuff. NYKO is coming up. NYKO is January. I'm going to give you guys some what I believe to be kind of your next 90 days, right? So we're close to the end of November, right? Actually, we're getting very close to the end of November. So you're going to start getting if you haven't gotten them already, you're going to start getting well, I don't want to start until after the holidays, blah, blah, blah. So one of the things that you can use against that, or as a way to have an open discussion, is say, look, get the program started now, use your shakes now, and drink your shake before you go to your dinner or whatever. They don't have to do the full program. They don't have to, I hate to even use that word. They don't have to do the full program, right? Like it's a program. They don't have to do the full thing when they start. Just get them to use their ionics and get them to have a shake before they go to a meal, right? Whatever the dinner event is. Have them, ask or have them drink that shake before they go to that dinner event. And coach this. One less bite, one less drink, right? That's what we're talking about. Drink your shake before you go to the event. Maybe you'll have half a slice of pie instead of a full slice of pie. Or you'll have one serving of lasagna instead of 5. You know what I'm saying? So, but the reality is drink your shakes before you go. And that's how you coach people through this holiday season. Now, you may find that over the course of the next, couple, 2-3 weeks, that you are going to have a few slower weeks, okay, coming through December. People are saving their money. They're going to spend their money on, friends and family and trips and travel and gifts and all that kind of stuff, right? So they've got a budget and Isagenix isn't in it. Don't get discouraged by that. Know this. Keep working. Don't stop, because continue to push through November and December, and you are going to see incredible, incredible things happen in January and February. Incredible things. Things like you can't even imagine, right? So continue to talk about the business, continue to talk about the opportunity, continue to talk about how good you feel, continue to share this. And what's going to happen is in January, when everybody else is feeling like crap because they've eaten and drunk themselves into an extra 10 or 15 pounds through the holidays, you're going to be saying, hey, I feel fantastic. And guess what? My nutrition's still here and available for you to start. Okay? That's going to be huge, right? You are going to have, I tell people this all the time, and you may have heard me say this here before. November and December, July and August, about June, July, and August are your 4 to 5 most important months of the year to really, really make sure people know that you're in it to win it. Okay? You are not leaving the business. You are in this business to stay, and those 4 or 5 months are the most important, because everybody else is, has pushed this off as a hobby during those months, and then they've got to start from kind of day one when January and February roll around, when everybody's trying to do their New Year challenge, or all your work offices are starting their New Year challenges and their 90-day challenges after the holidays are over. Be the person that everybody thinks of because they saw your comments when they were sitting at home eating their pie and scanning through Facebook. So that's the one that you want to be, right? You want to be that person that they go, oh, you know what? I remember so-and-so, and we're going to have an office challenge, and maybe they can come in and help our office get started. You want to be the person that they think about, and the only reason they're going to think about you is that if you're talking about it and people are aware of you. Okay, so incredible things are getting ready to happen for all of us, for all of you that are on this call over the course as soon as the new year happens, because it's going to be incredible, because there's so many people out there that are going to be looking for nutrition and looking to start, and that's when gym memberships start signing everybody up, and everybody's looking for weight loss and everything else, because they devastated their whole diet plan over the course of 60 days from November through December. So something to think about is make sure that you're involved there, and that brings up a little side topic. Make sure that if your office is running, or if you know of an office, your husband, wife, family member, somebody is part of an office where they do some sort of a health challenge, or they're going to do some sort of a health challenge. Be the person that gets to come in and talk about that and try to get that set up. And if you need some help, reach out and ask. Okay, reach out and ask, how do I get some help in setting up these challenges? You need the confidence. You know what? If you need the confidence, then get with somebody and let them help you, right? That's the great thing about a three-way phone call. You get a three-way phone call with me, you get me on the phone, or you get April or anybody else, any of the other leaders on this call, you get us on the phone with you, right? And then you can share that, they can share their confidence with you, right? Work off, you can borrow my confidence, right? You can borrow anybody on this team's confidence until you have your own, all right? So let us help you in building that. This is not a solo program. And that kind of goes back to what I was talking about earlier, when I was kind of going off on my little bit of a rant there, is, if you're trying to build your own team, don't try to make this into a solo event. If you're cutting yourself off from the team, that's your fault. Don't do it. It's a bad play, okay? And it's not necessary. So anyway, I think that's about it. I'm gonna wrap it up. I went kind of hard at everybody, but I really want everybody to have a fantastic Thanksgiving. And if there's any questions, go ahead and post them up here, and I can bring my phone in closer because I'm old and I can't see that far. But let me know if I can answer any questions. You're always welcome to message me offline on Facebook, text message me, whatever, doesn't matter, and I'll be happy to provide that. Team AZ, oh yeah. So Team Arizona, if anybody in Arizona, Phoenix area wants to go on a hike on Saturday, the Saturday after Thanksgiving, April's going to put one together. So we'll be talking about that on the Facebook page. Okay. So if anybody's interested in a team hike, that'll be available to us on Saturday. NYKO is going to be a blast. We're going to have a fantastic time. Tracy's already put some stuff together. And don't forget, if you have friends or family or acquaintances, or if you meet the bartenders in Dallas, that we are going to have we're going to have a pre-launch on Thursday, and then we're going to have a post-launch on Sunday. And we'll figure that out. We'll figure out exactly when and where and all that kind of stuff. But there will be one on Thursday, and there will be one on Sunday in Dallas, either in our suite, and we'll rent a room, or we'll do something. Okay, so make sure that everybody's aware of that. So happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Have a fantastic week. And if there's anything we can do to help, you know that we're here to do it, because this is all about the one team, right? All right, have a great day. Have a fantastic night. Now I got to see if I can turn this thing off. Thank you for taking the time. Oh, absolutely. You're welcome. Thanks. And thank you guys for taking the time to be here, because otherwise I'd just be talking to a mirror kind of looking thing, which would be kind of odd, but hey, whatever. See ya. Maybe. See, this is killing me. And this is why, seriously, guys, this is why I can't save these to be able to save on my